It's me, Tina, from Ideas and Embellishment, and I wanted to make some stuff. I was in the mood to make some stuff. Okay, I wanted to tell you, first of all, my name's Tina. I always forget to do that, and this is my channel, Ideas and Embellishment, and I need to redo that. It's getting old. So, and in the background, you may hear my bird. His name is Leo. And no, I will not put him up. Just so. I will not put him in another room. I will not cover his cage. I will not put him up. Because the only reason I'm saying that is because a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but several people have told me that they wanted me to do that. And I'm not going to. So anyway, one of the things I wanted to tell you guys is that I know that some of you from some of my recent or past things that I've been talking about is that I've kind of reached a plateau that I don't know what to do with the stuff that I make, which makes me not want to make a whole lot of stuff because it's like, what am I going to do with it? It's just kind of like getting bigger and bigger, and I have all this stuff and I have no place to put it, and it's not really selling on Etsy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I opened, I know, here, I'm all over the place today. Okay, take a deep breath, breathe. Okay. So what I have done is I have opened a shop on Whatnot. Now, if you don't know what Whatnot is, it is this extremely addictive auction site. And you know, it's like I went on it. I had a lot of people telling me that don't go on it. It's addictive and whatever. And I went on it a couple of times and I was like, this isn't that big a deal until you find something that you want. And then it is kind of a big deal. The little auctions last probably, it really just depends on what they do, but on what they, on what they sell. You can find anything from vintage decor, which is one of the things I love to look. I don't bid on it, but I love to watch it because that's something that I can always, I don't know a whole lot about vintage decor, but I do love a lot of stuff. And I've decided that, as soon as my grandchildren go back to their mom, I am going to redo some stuff and, make things a little prettier and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I digress. So I decided that what I would do is put some of the stuff on Whatnot, on auction. I'm going to auction off stuff on Whatnot. Stuff like, like my vintage postcards. What am I going to do with these? So vintage postcards I'll put on there. And junk journals. I have a lot of junk journals that are not on Etsy. But if my journals do well, then I will take the journals off of Etsy and I will put them on Whatnot. See if I can sell them just to get rid of stuff. So it'll be things like tags and journals and portfolios and little folios that I've done, all that kind of stuff. I have been playing around with putting pictures into these cabochons. I don't know if you see these. These are actually not cabochons, they're bezels. And I've been playing around with doing some of that. So I might put these on there for $1. So everything's going to be like really starting off less. So, and we'll see what happens. So anyway, I'm going to put the link to the shop below. And sorry about that. My daughter's texting me. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. So, but today I saw this on Facebook. It's Sherry, Baesch made this, and I really thought it was cute, so I thought I would make a few of them. So I have some cards, and basically I thought it was, you just kind of, you want this to come out like this. So, anyway, so I'm gonna measure this. And this is about 3.5 by 2 1/4. So I'm gonna measure this. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, I don't know exactly. I think like this maybe. You know what I think I might do is just take this and get a pencil. Oh, of course, all my pencils are. And draw around here. Who's gonna know, right? Like that. And then I did go get my scissors. I'm gonna cut around just a little bit. Like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna take, this is a 2 1/4, and hopefully I'm going to, I might have to redo it. It just depends on how. Oh, that's perfect. And then instead of, I think what I'm going to do is faux stitching. Now my dogs. Faux stitching is very easy. This is the dotted line. You are a good baby boy, Leo. And like this. Something like that. Not as pretty as hers, but something like that. And I'm gonna get ink. I like it. I do like it. So then pieces of, it looks like she took some paper, like some let's see if I can find some. I'm gonna use this old, actually no. It looks like she just used some scrap white paper. Let me get some scrap white paper. Scrap white paper. You know what? You guys, I am totally out of paper. I'm gonna have to go get paper. Like, totally out. But I do have scrap. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this. And then I need to get my stamp. Oh, wait. I don't know where any of my stuff is anymore. Script. Sorry about that. I'll get this script stamp. I got this at, where did I get this? I got this, I believe it came from Goodwill. I need a piece of scrap paper. See, I have these kind of scrap paper. I need to go get some paper. So I'm gonna do that. and do that. 3 more. And that was upside down. Then I'm going to take this. Now, hers is longer than mine, but I think I'll do this one. Actually, this is longer. I think it needs to be longer. Wider, I mean. This is actually not really real. It kind of looks like gibberish. But every once in a while I can see something. Like this. Okay. And then I would put this like this, but first of all, I need a base. I'll go ahead and I can save that. First of all, I need a base, which is some kind of cardstock, it looks like. So I'm going to look and see. Maybe I will use, instead of that, because I don't have any of that. What is this? Oh. Let's see what I can find. Can I find? Let me look at my scraps. Scraps. I have my scraps. Let's see what I can find in here. Something. It doesn't have to be exact. Kind of like this. Or I could use this. This is kind of cool. Maybe. Let's just see. I think I will use this. And I'm going to, let me see. I'm going to make it about, let's do about 4. Just flying off the seat of my pants, y'all. Let's do 5. I can always cut it down. 5. Okay. We need maybe some it's just like she made hers for a book. I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna like do something like that. And then here, so I'm gonna put this on here, like that. I'm gonna get my Fabri-Tac wherever it went. There it is. It doesn't have to be exact, you guys. Just, actually, you know what I think I'm gonna do is get me some of the scorched timber and go around the edges. I think that, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think that would be a really good idea, because then I can, anything that I put on, you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to make this on a piece of this. I need to go get some more paper in a big bad way. I am going to put this on a background, because I want it to be sturdy. A lot of people like to hear my bird talk. Especially since the other bird's gone. She was a squawker. And she went back home to her mommy. To my daughter. My daughter needed me to keep her after her accident. And so she wanted me to keep her after her accident. So finally I was like, okay, you're better now. Take the bird back, or I'm going to find her a new home. I was not in the mood. She was a squawker. Some of you guys who remember, she was very squawky. Okay, there's that. That looks really good. I like it. See how the brown kind of, I really like that. So I'm going to take this and put it on here. And I'm looking at this. Yeah. So she's got a lot of layering back there. So I think I'm going to, you know, I don't know if Sherry watches my channel, but Sherry, this is like the epitome of flattery when somebody wants to copy your design. So I'm going to put this over on this side. And then I'm going to get some music paper, or I don't really have music paper, but I do have a lot of, I was looking for that. Huh. That's so funny. I do have vintage, or most two of it. So I do have vintage paper. So I think what I'm going to do is use that. This is like really old paper. So I think I will put that here. Just a little collage up. Collage up. And I need to. Yeah, maybe I'll make a trip today and go buy some paper. I need to go to Staples. That's where I like to get my paper from, is Staples. So, I like my, like that. And then, what else? Okay, we have, another, like a piece of white sort of paper stuff. Let me see about my labels. I can use labels. Maybe I don't have that, so but I can use like a label, which I think would be really cool there. And here, right there, because it's got red in it. That's the Queen of Hearts. I don't know if I have her or not. We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick a label right there. And then I have more labels. I'll keep those out. And then I need some lace. And a little piece of lace, which I do have. I think this might be, or actually this might be, just put a little bit of, or, ooh, I like this one. This one is not, or, here, I don't, or I have just regular lace. Do, 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 do. I kind of like this. But I also kind of this here, I think. I think I'm going to do this one right here. Some Fabri-Tac. That's pretty. Okay, then we need cheesecloth. And finding my cheesecloth is always an adventure because it's always buried. That's all. Bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. Here's some cheesecloth, right, like this. And this is like double-sided here. I'm gonna use my fabric scissors. See what we have here. Like that. That. Doesn't have to be exact, but it's kind of. So now this is always tricky because you want it to like that. Doesn't have to be exact, like I said. I do want a little more down here at the bottom. I do think that people should take really inspiration from other artists. Now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to hopefully some glue around the edges. And let's hope I have enough. It might. You know, I will be able to open it up though. I need to. Oh, you know what I forgot? Whoops, 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 whoops. I forgot something. All right, we're going to leave that there. I forgot. I don't see it. Okay, hold on. This, I forgot burlap. Looks like she has burlap. This is going to, so I think what she did is had this on here. So you'll put this on here. Maybe. I might have to, it's dried up. So let's try it again. And I don't know. Whether or not it's still cool, whether or not this is the, it's not the same burlap, obviously, but it's still cool. So I do not have the, I'm gonna look and see if I have the Queen of Spades. Let's see what I have, if I have any hearts. I have the King of Diamonds. I have the King of Hearts. I think that's all I have left. So we'll just use him. And hopefully it still fits in there. It does. So I'm going to put him in there. And then I'm going to like that. Not very close, but okay. Just gonna, of course, this is not the same kind of burlap. So now we're gonna see what I can, if I can put this in there without it. I think I'm gonna have to just go around the edges. Because I think if I go anywhere near that middle, it will stick the thing in. Hopefully. I don't know. Okay, now while that's drying, I need to find some more labels. I do have the plain labels, but I also have, I don't know if that's gonna stick, y'all, or even if this is gonna work. All right, let's see what we got. I have this stamp, which is kind of cool. I actually have those in the cards, I think. I like this one. My mind is different, so that's okay. I want that one. And I think this would be, maybe, I don't like that though. Let's see. I like this. Who says it has to be the same? Nobody does. Kind of like this. Kind of like that. And maybe a, let's do that. Yes, he's singing, I know. He walks around singing all the time. We'll do this. And I don't know where the stamp came from. I do not. And then again, we have to put a hole in that card. Just use a hole punch right here. And then find something to go in the top. Like, get all of this mess. It's different, but I do like it. Let's see, I think I'm going to use for my ears. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to, this is too big. But what I could do is cut it in half. Let's do that. Right along. I think this is Dollar Tree ribbon, so why not? And okay, thank you, Sherry, for your idea. I think it came out really cute. It'll be somebody's nice addition to their junk journal. And this will be the kind of thing that I'm going to do. And then put it in, add it to a collection and whatnot. So I will be, like, when I do a bunch of these, or when I do different things on here, I will just put it in my stash, and then it will be added to a bunch of things on whatnot. So hopefully some of you will join me and see what you see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and until next time, I'll see you later.